book lovers, I'm Ren Khodakivska. This is Kat Joseph, the great reader. Welcome on our channel. So, book lovers, I took a brief break in filming and I will explain you why a bit later, probably in the next video, and after that I will leave the link to this video in the description below. Meantime, I'm back with the traditional Sunday bookish review, and I'm back with this awesome book, Unprecedented Times by Lisa Thomas. This book one of a trilogy, and I can already say that I can't wait to read the second one and the third one. As far as I've got it, the second book is about to be out in 2023. As soon as it's out, I will order it and I will dive into the events that will tell me what happened next to the characters of this awesome book. Actually, this one is one of the most beautifully written books about pandemic I've recently read. It's really cleverly written. It's full of people's personal stories. First of all, the plot. We follow young woman named Clara. She is a would-to-be scientist. She works in WHO as an assistant to a Director General, Dr. Vincent. Both love their jobs, they do their best to change the world, to make this world better, and so on and so forth. But the pandemic messed all plans up, as well as it messed up the plans for people all over the world. So Lisa, I'm sorry, Lisa, it's the name of the character. Rosa has Clara. I'm sorry, Clara has her twin sister Rosa. Rosa lives with her fiancé Ben. He's a policeman, and they have a newly born daughter Amelia. Their daughter was born directly when the pandemic started spreading the world, at this point the most interesting part starts. So we follow two storylines: the spreading of pandemic and the development of events in two families. First, the next point is characters. You know that there are some times when you feel like a huge gap between you and the characters. This book, it's not such a case, because from the first lines I feel emotionally connected to Dr. Vincent. He's very deep, very well thought, very profound character. He's one of the characters that probably I felt special, had such a special feeling for these characters, probably because I had faced some similar situations or some troubles in my life as Dr. Vincent had faced. I adored how the writer managed to depict their relationships between two sisters, how Lisa depicted their strong ties between twins, how they felt each other, how they worried about each other, how they thought about each other every single minute, every single hour, especially during the year pandemic. The writing style, you will definitely read this book in one sitting. I started reading this book in May, but finished reading it early in June, but it was just for my due to my personal reasons. I have two kids. One of them is 1 year old. That's why I'm trying to balance in writing, reading, and the family stuff. But the writing style is easy. I love this feature of this book that the author managed to write about tough, heart-squeezing, heartbreaking moments really easily. I loved how author managed to gave for examples that made me think it over and over and over again. There were a lot of psychological aspects that also stuck to my memory, and when I finished reading it, I was thinking it over and over again, processing it more deeply. There are a lot of twists. Even though all the memories about the consequence and about the pandemic are still fresh, and unfortunately the pandemic is not over, it's still spreading around the world. Nevertheless, there were, I'm sorry, this is Cat Joseph. He's announcing that he wants to have a dinner. I'm sorry. Even though that the memories are still fresh, there are a lot of information, a lot of stories, a lot of events that are personally for me. Some of the information was still new for me. I adore a lot of facts that still were new for me. I adore the section Acknowledgement, where the author mentioned people who contributed greatly to this book. Well, in whole, even though if you feel it's tough to read about pandemic, or it's too early to read about pandemic because the memories are still hurtful and still fresh, this book is a sort of a healing book. It has encouragement moments. It has a lot of hope, a lot of love, a lot of positive vibes, and light kind humor that helped the characters to survive, to go through the hard times. Well, as you can see, I have so many sticks. There are a lot of cute quotes, wise quotes, quotes that stimulate you to process it deeply. One of them are here. This is Cat Joseph. He's not so happy to collaborate today. He's a grumpy mood today. Well, sorry. One of the quotes that impressed her, felt like talk to me. Well, one of the quotes that impressed me, talked to me. It's not something new, it's not something extraordinary, but still, I still do remember that we talked about such things with my friends when it was forbidden to gather, to have tea ceremonies, and so on and so forth, and we discussed it online, and so on and so forth. That's why probably one of these quotes are so familiar and so touching for me and talk to me. Well, there are truly disgusting and awful people in this world, Miss Clara, I agree, but there are so utterly amazing people too. And one more quote, it's here, I even underlined it. You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. One of the quotes belongs to the to the author Lisa Thomas, and the second one belongs to, it's like written here, beautiful words, Ralph Waldo Emerson. This one of the favorite words that Dr. Vincent shared with Clara, his favorite assistant. So, would I read the next books by this author? Definitely yes. I gave this book 5.5 out of 5 stars. It's good, it's great, it's touching, it's heartbreaking, but also it's heartwarming. It's full of grief, it's full of hope, it's full of love and full of despair. It's full of controversial I'm sorry, issues, but one of the things that I loved about this book, that this book is it's obvious, it's written with love, and I just like always feel when the book is written with love. This one is one of them. This book is penetrated with love, hope, gratitude, and I really adored how author managed to introduce all the people who contributed to this book in the part of acknowledgement. Well, this book I really recommend to all those who want to read about those who untimely crossed this line and now over the rainbow, about the stories that are about to have a happy ending, the stories that unfortunately will happen not will end up not so happily, but still even when their end is not happy, there is a light that remains in the hearts of people who keep on living, even though it's almost impossible to live. It's almost impossible for them to live without their beloved ones. But still, they keep on going, keep on living, keep on spreading kindness, love, and try to help to all those who survived and lost their beloved ones. So this book is a real treasure among the books about pandemic. I really loved the afterword. I will read you the first lines, and then I will explain you why. Growing up, I had 2 dreams. First, to draft a book I could be proud enough to put my name to, a story that people around the world find enjoyable, interesting, thought-provoking, and relatable. Second, to write a song that would make people happy. So, truth be told, I will fix it, but I haven't listened to the songs by this author, but I will fix it. But it seems to me that the first, or one of the dreams definitely came true, because the author Lisa Thomas could be like proud of this book, because it's a as I've told you, it's a real treasure among the books about pandemic, and I do highly recommend to all my bookish and non-bookish friends. So that's why probably I waited a bit, and probably it's good I took a break, because I thought what book I would like to tell you in my bookish Sunday bookish review, and nothing crossed my mind. I have a lot of books, but this one is special, and I wanted to tell about some special book, and this one is definitely a really special, extraordinary, touching, and really encouraging book. Well, Unprecedented Times by Lisa Thomas. I do hope that you will find this book and read it, and you will enjoy reading it as much as I did. So book lovers, thank you so much for watching this video, with the hope that you will enjoy reading this awesome book as much as we did. Thank you so much once again. See you soon. Bye.